EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Tennessee Titans and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I would say these defensive backs need a little bit of help from their pass rush. They were able to force the incompletion, but I'll guarantee they're going to go back to the huddle and say, hey, guys, can you get to them a little bit quicker? I don't know how long we can continue to cover these guys downfield.
And taken right at the 35. Now, very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, first and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up first and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Saints at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
It'll be a Saints first down on the pickup of 13. On the counter, here's Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Fielded just inside the 30. Now a hit and a loose football.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet, the little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. A bunch of them go off when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
He gets it left side of Johnson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern, because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller, because you know they've worked all week. And flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Come on, Brandon. That's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Titans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Wright. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll drop the throw. Touchdown! Chigakakwo, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0.
14, Saints, nothing.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right?
He's got a man, complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig at it.
Touchdown, Saints.
Chris Olave,
30 yards.
And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple, because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes.
2nd and 11 now.
In motion right here comes Johnson. Second and 11. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Looking downfield for Jones. This is caught at the 20.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, that was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Back to throw again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Put
Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Sliding out of the pocket. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Inside handoff. Henry. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Pete Werner, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
He sets to fire deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 1. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Saints have got it back to within a score.
Lutz good on the extra point. And leads down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now back to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans will take over here just shy of the 30.
There you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. But there's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much. Because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make.
But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
55 rushing yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. On first and 10, it's Gainwell.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Looking for Alvin Kamara on the slant. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball with the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And good work there in open space, and he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Got an open man. It's Olave.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? He'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The kick by Lutz is good. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back. Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half. Seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. What a play. It's a first down as they get 19 yards on the fake punt. On first and 10, it's Mostert. And he's got room. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. A first down carry for Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Titans have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Titans offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw here. Olave holds it in. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 65 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They run it again with Kamara.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the catch made by Johnson.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Throwing left sideline complete. It's Edwards. Touchdown! Bryan Edwards. His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd and 3. And his throw is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
Mostert hit, and he drops the ball. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Wants to try to end the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll drop to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run with Mostert off the option. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll set up a throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Back to throw now on 1st down. Finding Sutton on the out route who makes the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. He'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he will have a Titans 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Back to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Touchdown, New Orleans!
Chris Olave,
78 yards.
And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
What's good on the extra point? And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And